Hey guys, welcome to the Creative Arena. So if you've been following our channel, you've noticed we've been creating cool GSAP animations on Elementor for both the Elementor free users and the Elementor Pro users. Now, some of these animations could be scroll-based animation, on load animations, and even hover animation. However, in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to expand container to full screen as you scroll and smooth revealing of its content. Now you can use this particular animation to create that engaging call to action on your website. So at the end of this tutorial, this is what we're going to create. So now when we scroll from top and you get to this point, you see this container is going to pin, and then what we'll have here will now expand gradually, and as you continue scrolling, and then when you expands to the full screen, now your content start revealing gradually as well. And I'll show you how to change the content to whatever content you want to put there. And then when you scroll down, you go back up, the content will now go back gradually, and your container will now shrink like that, and you continue scrolling. Okay, so this is a very wonderful way of creating nice call to action and engaging call to action. And mind you, this feature works well on the tablet, and though the mobile have some minor limitations, but what you have at the mobile, it's also beautiful as well. So without further delay, let's dive in and get started. In Elementor editing screen, as you can see, we have this structure here. So we're going to add our design between this container here and this container here. So we'll have enough room for scrolling. So I'm just going to click on this plus icon here. So let it flex those container. Then I'll select the structure here. Set the content width to full width. For the minimal height, I change the unit to BH100. Okay. Now I'm going to come over here, just right contact to the center and align item to the center. Then I'll go over here to the advanced settings, and I'm going to unlink this, set the padding to 0, set the margin to 0 as well. Now I'm going to come back here to where we have the additional option, and for the overflow I'm going to set it to hidden. Now for reference purposes, I'm just going to rename this and call this our expand wrapper. Then within this expand wrapper, I'm going to come over here and add element and add a container. Now this container here, I'm going to rename it and call it expand. So for this expand container, I'm going to set the content width to full width, and then for the width I'll set it to 33%, and then for the height I'm going to set it to 250 pixels. Then I'll come over here, justify content to the center and align item to the center. Go to the style option. For the background type, I set it to classic. In your case, you can set it to a solid color as a background, but I'm going to use an image, so come over here. Now in my media library, I'm just going to select this image here. Okay. Then I'll come over here. For the position, I set it to center, repeat, set it to no repeat. Display size, I'm just going to set it to auto. Now I'll go over to the advanced settings. For the padding, I'm going to set it to 20 pixels all around. Then come over here to the style. For the background, I'm going to set a background color, a background overlay to black, and then I'll reduce the opacity to 0.25. Then I'll come over here to the border. I'll give it a border radius of 20 pixels all around. So basically, this is what we'll have here. So now what I'll do next is I'll click on this plus icon here, select the heading widget. Now for the text here, I just write some very simple text, scroll to expand. Okay. And then I go over to the styling. For the alignment, I set it to the center. Typography, I set the font size to 50 pixels. Then I come over here, set the color to white. Then I will duplicate this, come over here to the HTML tag and set the second one to P tag, and I come over here for the typography size, font size, I'll set it to 30 pixels like that. Then come over, change the content here to welcome to the creating. Okay, just a simple text like that. Then I come over here and add a button right below this. Now go to the style option and just change the button background color to red. So we now have this simple and basic design like this. So now what I'll do next is I'll come over and set the responsiveness for our container. So I'll come over here to the expand container for the tablet, go to the layout, Now for the width, I'll set the unit to percentage and then give it the value of 43%, like that. And then come over to the text. You can just tweak this to suit however you want it to look on various screen sizes. Okay, so I'm just going to do this basically, and if it doesn't go well with you, you can adjust yours to whatever you want it to be like. Okay, so now I've done that. I've reduced this, brought this to 35. Okay, so we have this uh for our tablet. Okay, so I'll come over here to the mobile. For the mobile screen, what I'll do here is for the heading, we just come over here and leave it at 35. But what I will do next is for the expand. For the width, we set the width to 80%. And then for the height, I'm just going to set the height to 450 pixels, like that. Okay, so now we're done with our responsiveness. Now let's come over to the desktop. So the next thing I'll do here is I'm going to add our CSS classes to the various container and the widget, so that as soon as we add our code, it will take effect, okay, easily for us. So now I'll go to my code editor. Now over here, these are the various CSS classes we'll be using. So I'll copy the first CSS class here, TCA expand. I'll come over here to this expand container, go to the advanced settings, come over here to have the CSS class, and I'll add this. Then come over to the expand wrapper, go to the advanced, and then I'll come over to the CSS class. This is where I'll copy this one here, the expand, TC expand wrapper. Come over here and I'll paste this here. Okay, then for the heading, I'll go over to my code. I see here I'll have the TCA title. I'll copy that out and then come over here, go to the advanced settings, and then I'll paste this here. And do the same for the next one. Come down here and I'll paste this as a TCA text. And then for the bottom, we do the same. Come over here and add this. However, I'll change the title to BTN. Okay, so we are done adding the various classes here. So what I'll do next is I'll just come over here, click on this add element, and then scroll here to the bottom and search for HTML widget, and I'll drag it and I'll drop it here. Okay, then I'll go back to my code and then I'll copy the code here. Okay, and once I'm done copying it, I'll come over here and I'm going to paste the code here. So I'll click on publish. Now I'll come over here and click on the preview so that we can see our design. Okay, so for those of you that may be wondering how come about this design here, I've already made a video about this design. So if you've not seen it before, you can check it out. There's a link in the description of the video for this particular tutorial here, so you can just check it out. All right, so now when we scroll down, we're gonna come over here. You can see once we get to this point here, it's just gonna get pinned, and then this here will now expand. We'll see it gradually expands until it becomes bigger, and then we'll continue scrolling. Our heading text comes in, second text comes in, and then the button comes in. So this is a very wonderful way of creating an interactive call to action for your website. Okay, that will keep your user busy. You can see the animation going on, and this goes back, and then the container goes shrink, and then goes back up like that. So you can even change this from a background image to a solid color, depending on what you want, and then add other elements here that would display. If you want to do so, I'll show you how to go about doing that. Okay, so now let's go back. Take for instance, we'll come over here. You want to add an image. You want to add an image here. Let's scroll down. You want to add an image among this content that slides in. So what you do is you come over here under this expand. This is where you find that you select this heading here, come over here, and then select the image widget and drag it to the top, or depending on where you want to place the image. But make sure you set the image size. The image size should be smaller, because the size of the image will affect the expand container size of an initial state before it becomes bigger on scroll. Okay, so now this image, I'll just select an image from my media library. I'll select this image here. Then I'll go to the style option. For the width, I'll set the width to pixel 200. And then for the height, I'll set it to 100. Set the object fit to cover. Just stylize it a little bit and give it a border radius of 20 pixels or around like that. Okay. So now that I've done that, the next thing I'll do here is I'll come over here to this expand container and I'll come over to the layout and increase this also to 300 pixel or 350 pixels. Since we've added this here, we can increase this to 350 pixels depending on the size of our start container, how we want it to be. Okay, so now after doing this, the next thing we'll do here is to go over to our code. Now I'm going to show you how to make this work perfectly like every other one here, this particular image. So we'll expand this. Now we're going to come over here. You're going to see where we have the TCA title, TCA text and button and so on. So you're just going to copy this here and then you're going to give a gap and add this. Sorry, and then you're going to come over here. Let's just type it out. So copy it, just add the TCA image and then we're going to add a comma and just going to copy this out. Now everywhere you have TCA title, TCA text, you're going to add this new one that we've created here, this new class we've created here to it. Okay, so we're going to add it here as well. Add a comma. That's for the responsive. Then we'll come over to our code. Over here, we're going to do the same here. And then we're just going to add it here and add a comma. Okay, and then it's also here again, do the same, add it here and add a comma. Okay, so now that we've done that, the next thing we're going to do here, we're going to come over to this particular image here and go to the advanced settings, come down to where we'll have the CSS class, and then we're just going to come over here and do this here. Okay, we can see it's disappeared. Okay, so now what I'm going to do next, I'll just come over here and click on the publish. And then we'll come over to preview. So now we'll scroll. We'll come over here. We can see now we have this expanding effect. And we'll continue scrolling. Our image comes in like that and everything comes in like this. Okay, so now I'll scroll back up. You can see it goes back and we now have this like that. Okay, so however, you can notice here that we'll have this bottom scroll bar here, which is not supposed to be so. Okay, so when we'll come back here, you can see we'll come over to the expand wrapper, go to the layout. You can see here that under the additional option, we have our overflow set to hidden, and yet we're still having this. So if you're experiencing this particular issue on your own, when you do this, what you're going to do is still on the expand wrapper, you're going to come over to the container section, and then for the width here, you're going to set the width to 99.99%. Okay, and then you're just going to click on publish. And then when you come over to your front end, you're going to see that the bottom scroll bar is gone. Okay, and then we still have our effect working perfectly, as you can see. Okay, so that's pretty much it about this tutorial. If you've liked what you see, please remember to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you get notified first when I drop a new video. Feel free to drop your comment wherever you're confused, and I'll do well to attend to as much as I can. But until then, see you on our next video. For now, bye bye.